welcome to our Youth Alive offices here in Albany. And like I said at Youth Convention, we were going to take a journey together this year. And most of you signed up for the 41411 text messaging. So what this is going to do is that text message is going to let you know when another YouTube video's gone up. And it's a journey. It's a faith journey that we're going to take together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use some materials that a friend of mine recommended to me. And for you that don't know, I'm in ministry coaching. And the faith journey is out of Ministry Coaching's book. And what we're doing, this is really a huge test. We're going to see how you as campus missionaries do at putting your faith journey together and then emailing it to me. So when you get done with today, there's kind of going to be a little assignment that's going to help you in your discipleship of getting closer to the Lord and figuring out what God's plan is for your life, not my plan for your life or your youth pastor's plan or your pastor's plan or your church's plan for your life, but what God's plan is for your life. And so I'm going to be looking at some materials and kind of reading them to you. We're not going to do it in very large clumps. To be honest with you, our first lesson is going to come in a very short clump, and it's going to ask you a question. And all I'm going to ask you to do is email me your answers in regards to that. And so the text message will probably have the YouTube site and then my email address where to email me your answers. And then that'll be the first step. So I look forward to this journey. It's going to be great. I've already been on it, still working on it, moving in that direction. So as I said, I'm going to be reading some of this stuff to you, and I'm going to pause with the question, and then I'm just going to leave it for you guys to go from there. So the journey that we're going to be taking this school year is on faith. So let me read some of this material to you, since not everybody can own a book. So life becomes delightfully different when you add faith. Consider the shepherd boy who brought food to his older brothers. Just an average day, doing chores suddenly defines a young man's destiny. David, determined to exercise faith, defy danger, and destroy an enemy, emerging a hero and eventually a king. David discovered what we must. The exercise of faith engages God's power and plan for our life. Let me just say that again. The exercise of faith engages God's power and plan for your life. Beautiful Esther captured the heart of a king, exercising her faith to the point of risking her life for her people. God engaged his power and performed a miracle. History reveals many more heroes of faith: Daniel, Abraham, Moses, Ruth, Elijah, Deborah, Paul, Peter. The list is endless of ordinary people who exercise faith and witness the power of God performing extraordinary works. How about your life? Are you aware of the amazing works God has planned for you? Let me ask that again, because that's really critical right now. And that's not the question I want you to answer in my email, but this is the question that I want you to ponder for a moment. How about your life? Are you aware of the amazing works God has planned for you? Are you aware of those amazing works? Let's just pause for a moment. Now, welcome to an incredible growth experience. We begin your planning process with the most important subject, our faith. The faith account is about exploring our faith, building it, and discovering how we can exercise more faith in every part of our life. The author of Hebrews says this: faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Assurance and conviction are wonderful qualities to possess in life. May this growth experience increase your assurance and conviction that God cares about you and that he's working in your life by the power of the Holy Spirit to build your faith and help you achieve great things. As you begin this faith-building journey, take a few moments and contemplate what you want from your faith. How do you want to operate in your life? So, this is the question that I want you to answer for me. Over the next week, I want to see emails from all of you that answers this question. As you begin this faith journey, take a few moments and contemplate what you want your faith to look like. How do you want to operate in your life? So, the easiest way to put that is if you were to have a sentence with a colon at the end of it, it would say, I want my faith, colon. I want my faith in God to be what? What do you want your faith to be? For me, Tom Bachman, mine was to be strong in believing. For that to happen, knowledge, belief, and action must be a part of my everyday faith journey. Hearing has been strong, but action has been weak. So in other words, for me, as I'm working on my own faith journey, my issue isn't hearing God, but my issue is putting into action what God tells me to do and follow through. So I'm a kind of a procrastinator, and I'm working on that every day. I'm working on how that looks in my life, and I'm taking action steps every day to fulfill my faith, to keep my faith moving in a straight direction. As we move forward, this is the last statement I want to make. Proverbs chapter 3 tells us, it says this, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him, for he will keep your path straight. And that's what we want to do this school year, is that we want to keep your path straight. So for the next weeks and months together, we're going to take this faith journey. So again, what's the question I want you to answer on email to me immediately is this. I want my faith too. I don't want to hear what your church tells you to believe. I don't want you to tell me what your parents believe. I want you to tell me what you believe. So take all the knowledge that you've received to this point, apply it to your life, and make application to your life. I want my faith to look like what? Answer that question for me. Send me an email. I'll be anxious to reply to you. God bless you. Have a great day. Thanks for the time. Thanks for getting online and looking at this first element of our faith journey, our faith walk.